Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Norwood, can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 148 of the SplashCast, Monday Night Raw. I am your co-host, Reggie.
I'm your co-host, Norwood. How you doing today, my friend?
A little frustrated, Zoom decided to update. They came out with Zoom Workplace now. Funny story
I
about
did
that.
see that.
That deletes all your settings. Just found that out 37 seconds ago, which is why I could not turn on the camera. Listen, hey, for all of y'all listening, if y'all have an alternative to Zoom that we could use that works with OBS, please let us know. We would definitely use something else other than Zoom because this has been a
Journey, to say
struggle,
the least.
to say the least. As y'all can see, I'm sitting offset of the camera because Zoom with the drivers and the camera, we're not going to make this event. We're just going to get some beer later on. That's all. Brother, how you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
I'm doing all right. Doing the best we can with the current situation. That's what we do. We specialize in making it happen around here, as we always do.
Let's get started with the pregame, man. Y'all know how it is. We come in. We're going to start since we 49 minutes late. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. With the pregame, man, we got a few things we're going to talk about today. What is it? Episode 148?
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. 148 of those things, turning the corner on almost at 150.
So when it comes to the pregame, y'all know we talk about baseball, a little bit of violence, a little bit of hockey, trending topics, just pretty much anything that doesn't fall into the category of football, basketball, or HBCU. We cover in the pregame. So just to let y'all know, Norwood can't see. Normally, he can see everything that we're doing. He can't see anything. So we're going to start off with baseball. Baseball has been interesting because these umpires, I have never seen such a group of workforce collectively mess up at one time. Like the opening week of Major League Baseball and the umpires.
They shall not replace us. They shall not replace us. I even got my little torch here and everything. They shall not replace us. Well, they finna replace y'all, let me tell y'all.
They about to replace all of y'all, bro. We ain't even talked about Angel Hernandez, who has been the one of the worst umpires of all. He's been something. We ain't even talking about that and how he's already been banned from the World Series. He's already been banned from the World Series in Game 1.
Let me tell y'all are about to be replaced, and this will age me for some people. For the rest of us, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. But Rosie from the Jetsons is going to replace y'all soon and very soon. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about missing calls. Don't call us. We're going to call you. But the baseball umpires who refuse to call balls and strikes properly, your days are numbered.
It's over with, bro. They getting y'all out of there. And when I say
artificial intelligence is going to get y'all right on out of there.
And they've been testing it for years. They brought it to the minor leagues. They got the challenge thing. They even tried in like AA. They tried like eliminating the umpire, and they had somebody else that was like, they had like a machine there. Remember we talked about that? They have been pressing this for years, and they trying to get rid of them. And I just switched over to another. This wasn't even about balls and strikes. This was the Yankees manager, Aaron Boone, getting ejected because a fan yelled at an umpire. So let me explain. Aaron Boone was arguing with the umpire. The umpire gave him a warning. Hey, chill out. You're talking too reckless to me, etc. Cool. We get that. That's baseball. That's what happens. White sports, they're allowed to get disrespectful. Black sports, they're not. So, the white man in white sports are allowed to get disrespectful.
I'm glad you clarified that.
So, Boone, as y'all can see in the picture over here, Boone was upset about a call. He gets mad. The umpire tells him calm down. He says, you know what? Cool. I ain't even going to say nothing no more. A fan sitting behind him says, you suck, umpire. and it was other words, but that's just what I'm gonna keep it PG. The umpire turns around to Boone and kicks him out, and then literally says, "I don't care who said it, you're gone." And when Boone said, "No, no, 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 that was the fan," and the fan was just sitting there like, "Oh," and when I tell y'all, they
Rung him
found this
up.
man. They found him too.
So this is so egregious. It is egregious, but it's not egregious. It's not egregious because you have so many more baseball games to play. With that said, just because you make a mistake doesn't mean it's time to double down on dumb. Like at the end of the day, you got to find a way to not make this the basis of the situation. Like if you made the mistake, you got multiple other umpires to help you out. Fix it. Don't make the mistake and then be like, oh yeah, I don't care what happened. And I'm gonna tell you, if you put me out in this type of situation, I'm going to make a spectacle. I'm going to get fined. And I'm only getting fined because I had no reason to get ejected. Now I got to prove a point. I got to send a message.
And with technology, they showed this guy. I'm scrolling through the post right now. They showed the guy still frame the moment he said the word, and they caught him. And then as they kicked Boone out, he was quiet, and everybody was like, "Yo, that was the fan." I'm telling y'all, umpires, they gonna figure out a way to get y'all out of there. They already trying to figure out a way in football too. They didn't add it. They trying to do the laser football with the where it crosses the line and the line lights up. They've already been experimenting with adding in the first down line virtually. They said there's a way that you can add that in. They got the pylon cam. They keep adding all of this technology. And these refs and the umps, they gonna get y'all. Basketball probably won't happen because basketball is too much of a subjective sport when it comes to calling fouls. Everything else is by the book.
Now, football, I feel kind of the same way. You still got to deal with holding penalties and all those type of things. So y'all are safe. But let me tell you, specifically a behind the play umpire, calling balls and strikes incorrectly, you can and will be replaced easily and very easily. It's nothing to play with, nothing to joke with. You can be gone tomorrow. You be dead in a year, Kid Ray.
Soon and just very soon.
Just like Joe Clark said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that was interesting. Y'all keep an eye out. Remember, every time we say keep an eye out on something, it always comes back like 18 months later. Keep an eye out on these refs. They gonna get rid of this pretty soon, dog. It's gonna happen.
It's well earned. Nobody, you could just do your job right.
Had an issue with that today too, but we won't go there. Moving on to some Braves news, man. So we got some good news for Spencer Strider, dog. It's good news, bad news, but good news. Bad news is he's still out for the year. He's not coming back till 2025. Good news is we heard from Spencer Strider and the Braves pitching staff, and I'm gonna read this real quick. It says Spencer Strider, who provided clarity on the issue of his elbow, he said a bone fragment formed in his UCL ultimately broke loose, causing weakness in his ligament. Fortunately, the ligament was fine and led to the UCL bracing procedure. There was no need for Tommy John surgery. Awesome. I have never heard of that happening in my life, where a bone fragment forms in between the tendons.
That hurts.
Of the
just
elbow.
Just the explanation makes my elbow, which works relatively well at this wonderful age of 38. I ain't trying to happy nothing. We didn't have to get the TJ, which is super scary for pitchers. Yeah, just take your time and get well, bro. The team is going to continue to roll along. I see somewhere where he said this team can win without me, which is a lot to say. And Alex, this guy.
You the guy that took the ace. Like we had an ace. That was a Gold Glover. And you came first year and was like, nope, it's my job. So I will say I am happy that Spencer Strider isn't further hurt. He doesn't need the TJ like you said. But this team, bruh, has started off on a tear of all tears. Best record in baseball, 13-5. I think we're going to be 14-6. We lead the league, and I think we're top 5 in home runs, RBIs, everything. And basically, the start of this season is represented by one person.
Unlikely MVP. Unlikely MVP.
The Big Bear.
Marcel the Bear Ozuna.
Is what we
Him
call
who
him.
formerly had no name. A man who we did not talk about because we did not talk about him. Well, let me tell you, I apologize in advance. I'm happy for you and your wonderful, blessed, and happy family. I predicted at the end of last season that was going to be your last season. And sometimes, you know what they say. When they count you out, they did not count high enough. And in fact, I didn't, because you've been running it up on me in the MLB all year. Congrats, Marcel Ozuna.
Marcel Ozuna. At the time of this graphic, 6 days ago, he had 7 home runs, 22 RBIs while batting .365. He now has 9 home runs, 27 RBI, and batting .340.
Let me tell y'all, this is a man. This is one of the most unlikely current MVP candidates. When you look at a team that has Matt Olson, which has Ronald Acuna, which has Ozzy Albies, which has what's my boy? Austin Riley. Thank you. Who has Mike Harris? Who has Spencer Strider? Nobody picked you. You were not on anybody's bingo card to start out like this. And for you to do it when we really needed it, losing Albies, losing Strider, Acuna not coming out to the most blazing start, you've been holding it down, bro. You've been holding it down.
Yeah, and I will push back on that a little bit. Ozzy Albies came out here. The whole Ozzy Albies came out here like, oh, y'all forgot who I am.
No, I said Acuna.
Yeah, Albies did get hurt. I think he hurt his toe, so he's going to be out for 10 days. But it doesn't need surgery, so that's good. And you did mention Ronald Acuna, who has started slow, and then like a ticking time bomb in the last probably 3 games, he's turned up. He stole 3 bases against the Rangers in a row. Like he stole second, he stole third, he scored, he came back up, he hit a single, he stole second.
And he gonna make y'all break. He gonna make y'all tear that pitch clock up.
That Atlanta franchise, he is now. And remember, he sat out of here, and he really wasn't stealing bases like that. But now he is the Atlanta franchise record for stolen bases with 190. Mind you, he started last season with less than 100.
That boy gonna make y'all break that pitch clock. Just be prepared for it.
He is playing. I'm keeping up with the stats now. He's 1 for 4. We're up 3-0. We scored 3. Marlins play is tough. Marlins always play is tough. But shout out to Acuna. Shout out to the Braves, man, making the best of a situation.
It's the only team that I got. They got sense. I thank y'all for putting it together, even when it ain't all the way together. I appreciate y'all boys, man. Without y'all, literally nothing is possible for me.
Yeah, man. As we'll talk about it later. As the basketball season is over with, and unfortunately, my prediction was right. Which I mean, I won't.
Mine too. We finally get some peace.
We finally get some peace. So we'll talk about that coming forward. But there was also a boxing match this weekend with Haney versus Garcia.
Well, it looked like a whole lot of ducking to me.
No, it didn't. All them, he ain't ducked nothing. All them punches landed.
You're right. You're right. I digress. He was trying to duck.
Ryan Garcia fought
and kept
Haney.
Getting quacked.
Ryan Garcia fought Haney, and they had the whole bet of if you come in overweight, you owe me $500,000 per pound.
Per half pound.
No, per pound. It was per pound. Because he gave him 1.5 million.
And it was how much over?
He gave him 1.7 million. He was 3.2 pounds over. So Ryan Garcia missed the 140 pound. He was 3.2 pounds over. And in the most unaware move you could possibly have, he decided to chug a beer while on the scale and measured 3.2 pounds at 143.2 pounds, which was overweight. So therefore, he could not fight for the championship belt, which for Haney was a good thing.
Ish.
Now,
I mean, everybody,
yeah,
the way you got whooped, you got the belt, but you only you holding it for somebody else. I mean, he really beat this man handily, and nobody really expected it because his erratic behavior leading up to the fight. Like, they taking his social media. At one point, they said he was kidnapped. He's in the interview, like singing and dancing. Haney looks like he really does want to punch him, which he shouldn't, because when they were allowed to fight, it was very clear that Ryan Garcia is just a better boxer. This whole situation has been interesting to me, but at the end of it, when it was time to punch people in the face, Garcia did a better job.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. It's a few people you really don't need to fight. It's Crazy and it's Crackhead. Two of them folk, crackheads don't feel it, and crazy people don't care. Ryan Garcia has proven that he got something knocked loose against Tank. Now, all y'all saying y'all want the rematch, he might knock some sense right back into him, because ever since he lost to Tank, he been on some shit now. He been out there yoga training with the boxer trainer, didn't know what the hell. He's up there trying to freestyle, as you said, with Haney.
And he freestyled up on his face.
But they got in that ring. Yeah, that's wild crazy. That's wild crazy.
I mean, you saw what he did.
Even more wild crazy. Even more wild crazy. But but yeah.
Fight back.
Haney looked overmatched.
Y'all know I can't see nothing. All I got is jokes.
Haney looked overmatched. It was a thing. I think Ryan Garcia. I don't think he boxes at 140. He has to box at 140 because he fought Tank. So yeah, he was just unprepared. Haney looked unprepared, and you lucky it wasn't for the boxing match. You have to go defend your title and win by KO. Otherwise, Garcia is going. They're still gonna say you have to have a rematch. Really, that's all you have.
Yeah,
you gotta have a rematch. Now I think about it.
And hey, whatever you tried this time, do not try that again. It did not work in your favor.
What we need to figure out, what weight is Bud Crawford? Because I would like to see a Bud Crawford, Ryan Garcia, Tank fight. That's what I would like to see. Let me go to the multi-stream chat, see if I can see everything.
Bud Crawford weight class is welterweight, light welterweight, lightweight. He stands alone at welterweight now. That was July 23rd. That's the last thing I see. But I mean, hey, it sounds like he mobile. Wherever you need him to be is where he'll catch you. Sound like.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and that's some boxing shit, bro. A black dude from Nebraska is whooping all y'all ass. A black dude from Nebraska.
I mean, what you expect? I assume it's not much else to do in Nebraska other than whoop ass and look for corn.
I'm about to say, ignorance follows everywhere. You're right. So, but with that being said, or not, you got to stop the punches somehow. You can stop them with your fists, stop them with your face, pause if necessary.
Or you could just quit like J. Cole.
Already, that's where we are. That's where we are early in the morning.
I'm never not going to be there ever again with your man.
I get it. Again, is there a correlation between J. Cole and Trae Young? Because I'm done with both. Like, I am like, hey, you two light-skinned folks.
Light-skinned folks ain't making it in 2024. Listen,
hey, man. Nah, I got no colorist jokes. Nope. We in election season. Black folks stick together. We sticking together.
Are you sticking with Candace Owens?
I don't consider her black. She don't
Black
consider
people are not
herself
a
black
monolith.
Sure. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the pregame.
Let me tell y'all how much Reggie does not care about something when he says, Sure.
Yeah, I ain't got no words. We come to the end of the pregame. We're gonna take 30 seconds, about 2 minutes actually. I lied because I'm gonna fix me a brew. After the day I had with people not doing what they were supposed to do around the house. Not my wife. Talking about contractors. Make sure I don't need no problems. We good over here.
Yep. Shout out to the team, Mom. Shout out to Reese, the ladies running the house. Reggie gonna do whatever y'all tell him to. Look at that. We used to get safe in 2024.
Yep. Isaiah Hartenstein hit a 3. Wow. We will be right back with our our HBCU news around the culture. Y'all stay tuned.